So, tool time. Low beam, we had a look at that, the ineffectiveness of it. Terrible, unsafe. So we're going to do something about that. We're going to replace them with something a little bit better, hopefully. If not, it's going to be an expensive exercise, if nothing else. So low beam in there. These ones here get disconnected from factory because of the height from ground level. They're too high, so you don't comply with ADRs. So to bring the truck into Australia, they've got to put these lights into the bumper. And yeah, they're just useless. So we're going to pop them out. I don't need to take the bull bar off to do this, but I'm also going to do some work on the winch. So we'll pop the bar off, and it'll make it easier to replace these anyway. And well, we've got the bar off, we'll do some servicing on the winch. So let's get into it. But anyway, what we'll do now is we'll go for a drive. We'll have a look at what the low beams are like. We'll try and record that, and then once we've done the mod, we'll do it again, do another run and see what it looks like. Like I say, can't be any worse. So, believe it or not, that's low beam. It's off. Low beam. Terrible. I'm not sure you can even see it on the footage. So, I'll just go up the road a bit and we'll have a look and see what we can see, so to speak. Road signs, barely even get a reflection 50 metres away. That's just standard old low beam. Standard high beam. Corners, as you can see, just not good lights. Even the high beam, like shocking. Just, in fact, you can drive on high beam and nobody bothers flashing their lights at you because they don't realise you're on high beam. So we'll throw a bit of half reasonable light at it. LED driving lights, steady. They go alright. So then we dip the lights. Can't see anything. That's low beam. See why. Pretty dangerous, really, which is why we want to do something about it. Once again, low beam. Light bars we've got on the sides, on the wings of the bar, just lights up the shoulders. Wildlife or stock standing on the side of the road. I don't use them a lot, but they come in handy. Low beam. Can you see anything? Because I can't. So we'll head to the shed and see if we can do something about it. Pop the airline off. air in the system. So I think we've disconnected everything. Rather than pull all the UHF coax through, I've actually pulled most of it through. I've got it in a bundle here, so when I take the bar off, I'll sit it up on some trestles, but it'll still be connected. Jesus. I'm going to come off in a hurry. Oh, shit. Ah, yeah, right. Alright, last bolt. Needed a longer breaker bar, and the only thing I had was the tension wrench. So anyway, let's go. Oh. Let's come on. Take my hat off to anybody that works on motor vehicles for a living. Got to squeeze the body and the hands into places. Bloody awkward. Anyway, someone's got to do it. So we've got the bar off, ready to start putting the new headlight assemblies in, the low beam headlight assembly. So I've done a few things. I've prepared this one, just pulled the old low beam unit out, which has also got the motorised adjuster, dipper if you like, or not sure if that's going to work on the new system, but we'll have a look. We'll certainly try and get it to work. So that's the old unit. Pretty basic setup there, very ineffective. So these are LED replacement. Low beam, obviously a little bit more body to them than the old one there. Interesting to see how that all works. A bit more bulk there, obviously the heat sink and everything there. Different wiring, obviously I'm going to have to do a bit there. Anyway, that's easy enough. So there's the old one out with you. Good riddance. Good riddance. And the new one should just sit in there. So what I've done is I've taken the shaft off the old adjuster, which is still being used, and I've put the new mounting lug, one of these. I had to take that sort of nut, that's a bit of a soldered nut on the end. It took a bit of getting off, but anyway, got that off one of the new screws, adjusting screws, which was looked like that before. So I've pulled it apart, taken that off, taken that adjusting lug, if you like, off, and put it onto using the original threaded screw off the motorised adjuster, then one of the new lugs, and that'll then mount in here. Which one is it? That one there. So there's the final result. The only thing that I can't do is there's a little cap like that. I guess it's a breather cap. It's meant to be on there as well, and it interferes with the mount for this adjustment motor. So I might have to get a bit of tube and extend that out, just to, so I can still maintain the breather integrity. Just put it out here somewhere, put the cap on the end of the tube. Otherwise, yeah, the mount's fitted in the existing footprint effectively. I think it's a good result. Just got a little bit of wiring to do. So I'm not sure if you can read that. So it's a NARVA 71988 part number. Second one's in. It's a challenge. Oh, it went in a lot easier than the first one because I knew what I was doing. Just got to do some levelling up so that they're basically pointing in the right direction. I took some measurements before we started on the old ones. Got a bit of wiring to do. So we've got these little what are they, resistors, 12 volt 6 ohm 50 watt 6 ohm resistors to put across the wiring. Basically, evidently, if you just plug these in, they'll work, but you'll get a fault code come up on the dash, as obviously feels like your lights aren't working, not enough load on the system. CAN bus or whatever, it has a hissy fit. So we'll just put these on. I've got enough lights coming up on the dash as it is without more. So we'll do that with the wiring. We'll have a look at that when it's all done, but I think I've broken its back. So while I've got the bar off, I'm going to do a little hack. It's just something that really annoys me. Obviously, I've actually had to pull all the coax through for the UHF Aerial. Either that or pull the plug out and then drag all the wire back from under the dash, and it's hard enough getting it through the firewall, never alone having to redo it whenever I want to take the bar off. And that could easily be overcome if we had a little slot just through the mount here, just wide enough to get the coax through. It'd just slot out of there, off the aerial mount would come off, take the bar out of the way. It won't affect the mount at all. No change in strength, integrity of the mount. So I'm going to put a little slot, just cut it through there. I don't know why they don't do it as standard. I don't know. I might learn the hard way. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. Righto, so there you have it. Just a little slot there, wouldn't even be 6mm wide. Coax can just drop through. That gets done up. Can't come off. There you go. Now this is the last of the wiring for the headlights. So done everything on the light itself. Of course the terminals are different on the new lights in the vehicle, so because I had to put the resistor in the system, I put that on the back of the headlight and change the plug there, but of course I don't have genuine factory plugs, so just use a NARVA connector. have his glasses on. I can't see a bloody thing. Oh.
Do you want me to lift this up?
It's your fingers. Alright, we'll just down. Just hold it there. Let's go up a little bit. Up. Up. Hold it there. That's good. So as a comparison, we've got the original factory low beam lights at the top of the screen and the replacement LED low beams at the bottom of the screen. You can see the comparison, and albeit not a significant difference, there's probably enough difference to make the exercise worthwhile. Unfortunately, due to the lack of light, the film quality is poor, but I didn't want to change the camera settings and get a false outcome. So as a side hack, we've observed that if we use the factory fitted fog lamps in combination with the upgraded LED headlamps, we get a satisfactory light output on low beam. Now, while this might be suitable for open roads, we probably won't use this combination in town very often. So, just a bit of a wrap up on the headlight mod. It's been a while since we did the mod. We've had a chance to test it out. We've seen the before and after shots in the video there. I guess the question is, how much of a difference did it make really? And the fact is, it's made a difference. There's more light. Is it a significant difference? Possibly not. Is it enough of a difference? I think so. And the lights were terrible beforehand. Now they're gone to not too bad, and I think we've probably got the best we can do with the space and what's available currently. So the LED light is certainly a different light. It's obviously a cooler light. Yeah, look, I think the jury's probably still out in terms of how much benefit they made. Cost versus outcome. Yeah, it was probably a pretty significant cost for not a lot of return, but it was at the stage where it just needed some improvement of some sort. So we got that, we worked with what we got. Not sure we can do a great deal more. Anyway, I guess the easiest way is to avoid driving at night. Not sure how possible that is. So there you go, low beam upgrade. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I do. Only because they're so bad beforehand, you've got to do something. Alright, on to the next improvement.